Hello everyone and welcome to my new and very informative video about very important insurances that you need to have if you are living in Germany. Either you are living alone or with a family, or if you own your own house, or if you have a car. In this video we will go through some very essential insurances which can help you to save a lot of money and stress if you counter some unavoidable damage to you or to your property, or if you counter some unavoidable conflicts. So the number one insurance in my list is Privat Haftlichversicherung. Privat Haftlichversicherung is really important in such scenarios where you or a member of your family by mistake hurts someone, his belongings, or a part of his property. Let us go through some scenarios which will really give you a good idea of the importance of having this insurance in your portfolio. So the number one is the costs covered in case if you unintentionally hurt someone or damage his belongings. Number two is damage done by your kids to someone's belongings. For example, your kid is riding a bicycle in the street and he hits a car parked in the street. So in this case, the damage done to that car will be covered by your Privat Haftlichversicherung. Number three, cost covered in case of damage done to the rented stuff. For example, you are going for a vacation and you hired a camera from someone, and during the vacation you broke his camera unintentionally or intentionally. So in that case, the insurance will cover that cost for you. Some of the Privat Haftlichversicherung also cover those costs which are caused because of someone else's mistake. We can have an example like if somebody is riding a bicycle and hits you, and in this strike your mobile screens get broken down, and he says that he doesn't have any insurance to cover those costs. So in this case, your Privat Haftlichversicherung will come into play and they will pay for those costs. Fifth scenario is if you are working in an office or in a building and you have the key from that office or the building and you lose that key. So as a result, we have either to change the key or to change the lock. So the costs occurred during this process will be covered from your insurance company. Sixth scenario is if you're working voluntarily at some place and you damage something. So the cost of that damage will also be covered from your insurance company. Seventh scenario is if you are playing football or riding a bicycle or you are doing skating or some other sport and you damage something or hurt someone. So the cost occurred during this damage will also covered by your insurance company. Eighth scenario is damage done through internet or USB stick. Let's suppose you wanted to transfer some data from someone's laptop and you're stuck in your USB stick in his laptop, and his laptop gets hurt by devices in your USB stick. So in this case as well, your insurance will come into play. Similarly, this insurance is also really helpful if you are living in some rented apartment or building and you damage something in the building. Let's suppose you have lost the keys, or you have damaged the wall of the building, or you have damaged something in the kitchen. So then this insurance will come into play and will cover all the financial loss done in this case. I hope these scenarios must have given you an overview of the importance of having this insurance. So let's move to the second important insurance that you need to have in your portfolio, and that is legal protection insurance or Rechtschutzversicherung. Legal protection insurance or Rechtschutzversicherung provide you all the legal assistance that you need during a conflict either in your private or your professional life. Furthermore, it also assists you even in your conflicts with the regulatory authorities. So let us see some of the scenarios where this insurance is very helpful. Number one, assistance in financial claims against the damage done to you. Number two, assistance in private contracts. For example, you bought some furniture and after a few weeks you realize that this is not the quality that was promised to me. Number three, assistance in the conflicts with the regulatory authorities. For example, you are listening to louder music and someone from the regulatory authorities or the Ordnungsamt comes and puts a high fine against you. So you can go against this fine to the court. Moreover, this insurance also helps you in case of conflicts during the purchasing and buying of your stocks and other investments. So now let's see how it helps you in your professional life. Number one, counseling about pension or rente matters. Number two, counseling for Aufhebungsvertrag, or if you need to have a golden shake hand with your company. Number three, assistance in resignation matters. And here I would like to give you a tip. If you have Rechtschutzversicherung, then your boss or your company will always be very careful in making problems for you. They also assist you on the matters like Urlaubsgeld, Abfindungsgeld, or Gartenleave like Freistellungszeit. I would really suggest you to have this insurance in your portfolio if you are employed somewhere, because this really gives you a secure feeling if you ever come in some unpleasant or unavoidable circumstances with your boss or with your company where you feel they are being unfair with you. Having this insurance will really make you strong in those scenarios. Now let's see the third part of this Rechtschutzversicherung, which is assistance in the transportation legal matters. For example, number one, you are driving with your car and you pass through a signal and it was yellow. But as soon as you were in the middle of the road, you get a camera strike because it suddenly turned red. So in this case, you can claim against this fine. Number two, it also helps you with private contracts. For example, you bought a used car and you made a contract. But once you reach your home, you realized during the way that the brake is not working properly, and you call the seller and ask him to repair that, but he refuses to repair that. So in this case, you can also bring your Rechtschutzversicherung into play. Number three, assistance for the claims against the damage. Let us understand this scenario with an example. Let's suppose you're driving a car and some other car comes and hits you, and the reason for the accident is the other driver. Now in this case, it is sure that he will have to pay for the damage of your car. Moreover, along this damage, let's suppose your body got hurt. So against the damage that was caused to your body, you can also claim some costs from the other driver. So in this case, your Rechtschutzversicherung will come into play and put that claim on the driver. List of the advantages goes on. Sometimes some companies have an edge on other companies while covering the advantages or the costs during the damage. So therefore, I would suggest you, before you finalize any insurance, you must always compare different insurance companies through a portal. Like we have Check24 or Check24 portal, where you can compare different insurance companies and you can see which company is offering more advantages than other companies. And similarly, you can also compare the costs for the insurance. The third important insurance in our portfolio is the Hausratversicherung. Let us see different scenarios in which Hausratversicherung can be very helpful. It will cover all the costs if you have the following unfortunate incidents. Number one, damage done to your house or furniture because of the fire lit in your home. Number two, high voltage damage caused because of thunderstorm. Number three, damage done by a theft in your home. Number four, damage done by the theft in your car. Number 5, costs for the stolen credit cards and your checkbook. If they were stolen during the theft and somebody misused them, so these costs will also be covered from this insurance. Costs for the stolen baby cards or Kinderwagen. You know, in Germany, a good Kinderwagen or baby card costs 500 to 800 or even more. The list of advantages goes on. I would also advise you here to compare different insurance companies before you make a contract with some companies. There are also some other insurance policies or insurances or Versicherungen which I would suggest you to have a look into it if you are living in Germany. For example, Krankentagversicheurng. This Versicherung or insurance you need if you are a freelancer. Moreover, there is an insurance that is called Wohngebaudeversicherung. This insurance you need if you have your own house in Germany. There is another important insurance that you need to have a look into it if you travel in Europe or outside Europe. This insurance is called Auslandsreisekrankversicherung. Similarly, if you have a car or your own vehicle in Germany, then you have an option of Haftpflichtversicherung, Teilkasko and full kasko. But on this topic we will have another detailed video where we can see what are the difference between these three insurances and which one suits you better. I hope this video must have given you a good overview of different insurances that you need to have a look into if you are living in Germany. Please like and subscribe so that you keep on getting more informative videos about German system. Till the next video, take care of yourself and bye bye.